naked. Because
Chief, I don't understand, Chief. So uyabhonyelwa wena.
Angazi ngabeka kanjani. How can I put it?
Mara
they kept us out.
Le week or le week bengana nkinga nayo. Inkinga yami le sokisi eliyangihlanyisa. Lelifaka bomama. Do you consider yourself as umalume? Yeah.
Angisungusisi wakho nguDez. I mean.
Mara mayiza ipost le baposile.
Sibhalile Miss Khumalo.
Yeah.
I am Miss Khumalo. I mean.
Okay, Dez. Wena bofaka underpen or repent wena echede. Mara ungahlaba string straight.
Never. Now never. Hell to the no. Ngeke manje uphaphe.
Ngiconnecta kakhulu ke. Yazi ngithanda abantu abanjani ke. Ungabe offended.
The society doesn't accept people like us.
Uyawushaya ubhonzi. Ajuthi movie ngefingerprint.
So wanna dollar. Let's go dollar, you know?
It's a brand new year, brand new season, brand new blessings. So we pray for a prosperous and a good 2024. Asike sihlanganiseni ke. But when you walk alone, uhamba kanje. But when you walk together, we can go very far. So I hope this year kuzoba that spirit of giving. Senze iphatha deal mani ying onani apho ngenani ongenani kanjalo kanjalo skopisana ama notes. So vandag ngihleli le introduction ngifuna ukuyenza manje ngifuna ukuyibamba vice versa mara ke ngizokuhenga ke awuna chance ngizokuhenga straight ngokuthatha ngehang pala inja ye game. All right, ngifuna uzintroduce Des kuno Brades and then kuno Desray kuno Desray.
Yeah.
So ngolo uzintroduce before ngibeka. Yeah, kahle
sound wrong. Yo ngathi ngithengisa something lapha yeah.
Kahle kahle.
Hey Brades.
Awe.
Sure. Okay, nguDez ne? Dez is my nickname which comes from my name Desray. So cuz you know when you grow up and then Desray is such a feminine name. So I was like uDez ungcono. So yeah, insingenza ngisane ngathi ngeouthinyana you know kunabo Desmond yabo Dez.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm Desray Khumalo.
Yeah.
That's my name.
Le outinyana uthanda lobu masculine.
Yeah, le labo Dez yabo. Because you know sure ukuthi uDez waka Desray uDez waka Desmond.
So umuntu wena kahle aboshana ngama right amshoma ukhula. Ngibona ngathi unganywe yonke into anything. Male man.
No, ukula no. Fighting is not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just laugh a lot. I laugh everything away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously I'm a human being. Naman limits wami makaya. Am I right?
Kahle. uDez ngimfakele short pen so ngiyabazi ke lawa ukhuluma le dolo lami lo trend manje lo kuthi nangulo usihlaba ngitiki mazansi muthi muphala baloyi ngikentse short pen. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also share so that we grow as a community. Thank you again for global business landela nisfollower man lokho ni share siloko siyakhula sumphakathi so sizoringa vandag nesister yami and eDanyane kunale language yabo malume meaning uncle or uncle. So lo uncle wasejele ngifuna understand ukuthi lo wakho uze naturally ngeyibusiso vele zokuthi ngisuka nalento vele la ngisuka khona ngizana iphila ngene ejele vele ngaveka ngathi hit the ground running or wena now ufike wayibuilder or converter so ufika le kamfene.
Sure. No, I mean, I am naturally a lesbian from outside, from Langaphandle. We saw.
Yeah.
You know, and then I got to prison, and then obviously more figure there's women, you know, reception, you change, and then it's like, oh, amantombazana kuphela la boss. How amantombazana kuphela? Okay, I adjust. I get you. Sasemushe endaweni, ngeke manje uphaphe. And then they give you uniform the following day.
Amantombazana kuphela ubonani?
Only women.
Lento engabonwa yi-out.
Lento engabonwa yi-out. Hayi, engabonwa out nje kanjani?
No, ngithi lento ebonwa ngama-out. Ubona yona.
Exactly. Like showers, they're all naked.
Chief, I don't understand, Chief. So uyabhonyelwa wena?
Yeah.
Oh, nazo.
Umuntu ebhonyela. Ngibona intombazana, ngibona isipilisi intombazana sangikhalisa, ngiyazikhalisa.
Serious?
Yeah. Ngibona intombazana engcono.
Ngislow nyana ne or ngathi nami ngu-form 40 ngibona ngathi ngulo Pentium 1 ngislow too much awunginike kahle le over total mfethu mawukhula uyazalwa and then ujumpa nini ukuthi kahle
puberty stage
mina grand ngile vibe le
puberty stage. I guess puberty stage.
Yeah.
Because that's when, you know, the women are in the corner game. I guess with other people it's differently. It's different because now we've got so many people in this community. Now I'm queer, which I don't know good banjani, abantu abanjani nami lapho. So naturally I'm a lesbian. I grew up with boys. I used to be a tomboy, tappa-ish, like dressing like a boy, hated dressing like hated dressing like a girl. In terms of when uniform, tunic at school. I hated that. So now obviously I went to a girls' school, which was also a privilege.
Why?
I don't know, it just happens. Like angazi ngabeka kanjani. How can I put it?
The capacity asikuboneni kahle.
My grey hair. Okay.
Khumalo sister wami interview. Ashay weave. But oh my God. Yavele yawo iwe. Ay, mara
they kept us out.
Le week or le week bengana nkinga na. Inkinga yami le sokisi eliyangihlanyisa. Lelifaka bomama. Mburu le rana nokurana la eliyangithusa. Labo Tarzan. Bathi underpende nekuyimbe nasejele. Anyway, Des. Asibambe nomhle kanjani.
So yeah. And then obviously again I lesbian, growing up as a lesbian, and then that's how it happened. Puberty stage, when boys feel for other girls, as I'm out to feel like kind of tap away. So now when I see a girl, I feel like kind of tap away. So that's how it is.
Na ingozi encane umntwana ne umntwana ka understand innocent usesengozi uyakhula ingozi yochera makabona wena aziphambani intambo nyana. What do they say usually mabehlangana nawo? Anyway ngiyazi angithi akumelanga ngicela singabo wathekana akusiyo wonke umuntu phela oslem ngaleyo level. Uyangifastana kunento ezenzakalayo under carpet abanye kuba ngathi bayazenzisa abanye aba understand mara manje if this is coming from a pure and an innocent place. So ngicela ukuthi ukungitshele mawubona ingozi encane mazi kubona akubi nentambo eziphambanayo azibi confused ukuthi kahle
a lot. Like I'll give you one example, like currently, like recently yayenzeka ne kunalo mntana lo hlala udlala nabantwana base next door yakithi. So whenever she sees me, like they akazi ukuthi angibize bani. So this one time athi malume yabo, so mina ngiyandlula, I'm not thinking ubiza mina lo mntana lona, like malume ngicela 2 rand. So like ngiyambheka lo malume lona, so I can see the kid is looking at me. So I was like, you know what, because this kid is still young and I don't want to confuse this poor soul, you know. Whatever that she sees, it's okay. The parents, or maybe at a certain time empilweni bazomexplainela ukuthi kunabantu abaso emhlabeni yabo. So whenever this girl sees me and says malume ngicela 2 rand, ngiyamopha as umchana yabo ubona umalume, angibe offended umntana omncane akazi.
Do you consider yourself as umalume?
Yeah, I don't like kids calling me auntie Des.
Hayi ayakibela intaba manje auntie Des.
No, serious. Even like like my cousin's kids, they'll be like, should you call it auntie Des or uncle Des? You know? So and then sometimes it's I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to be called auntie Des.
No. Mayazi mawudwadla yini? Siloko siyaring, masiloko siye phone ni understand, siloko sikhuluma Korea via Japan, sikhuluma intweni. Mara manje masofika vie. Manje ngithini 8 hours except because isikhathi angithi ubona ngathi abantu bakupatronize because mawuza ufuna ukungathi accommodate ukhuluma le language. What if angifunda then? Angazi understand. Abanye bayakutshela ukuthi okay I'm gay and I'm proud, but kuba problem. Umuntu uyazishelo yena ngomlomo wakhe. Omunye mawukhuluma leyo rings ay ngathi uyajaja nyana, uyangifastana. Abanye abakaphumi nokuphuma ukuthi okay konje sihamba ngale vibe. Yilento engifuna ukuyithola ukuthi wena umuntu make khuluma enye la offendeki nje.
Never. Instead I'd get offended if maybe mawungibona sisters yabo. I'm like angisungu sisi wakho.
Nayo
angisungu sisi wakho nguDez. I mean I don't like le sister or nguDez simple.
Awufuni bakuhlanganise nento.
Angifuni bangifake ubani before Dez. uDez simple. I don't even have kids, so I think it even makes it even easier that way. Good. Umntana kuzongibiza ngoDez. Ayazongibiza ngomamkhulu.
Ufuna ulibhalwe miss.
Right to miss. It's fine like miss. It's just nje preference which I don't want to be referred to as auntie. There's no.
Mara mayiza ipost le baposile.
Balile Miss Khumalo. I am Miss Khumalo. I mean,
Oh, okay. Des, wena bofake underpen or repent when echet.
Yo. You know, mama sentence and then your family has to come the first visit of obviously the first visit weekend, you know. They bring amachoki, like, you know, they bought like boxes. I'm a brief actually. They bought the briefs for me. And then nama t-shirts, like boy stuff, because they know me to buy such things from outside. And then obviously, because for my family it's normal. There's nothing abnormal about it. So now they're bringing me the stuff a visit with PJs and they actually had to go back, all of them. Because now they're all male. They don't take male stuff. There was like, this is a female center. This has to go back.
Eish. Waluza njalo underpant.
So they had to come the following visit with amaphenti.
Yo.
Yeah, bangizela amaphenti. Ngeke ngawagcoka amaphenti, ngikhule ngigcoka amaphenti. Mfethu mase ngifika vele at that stage.
Mara ungahlaba string straight.
Never. Now never. Hell to the no.
Hey, asilike and subscribe la uTesray akafuna iskin desicala.
Angazi unamawatha efakayo, angazi the comfortability yala. Mina ngicran ngama-brief wami. I'm comfortable with my briefs.
Serious?
Seriously. I know ukuthi ashiya le gap layer nanyana la yabo. But it's a brief, it's comfortable.
Ufila ngathi uphethe i-setup
I'd lie to myself ngeke.
Yeah.
It's just comfortable. It's comfortable.
Oh.
I've never had a dick before, so angeke ngithi fila ngokufana, ngazi fila kanjani mayilaya.
Mina ke ngiconnecta kakhulu ke. Yazi ngithanda abantu abanjani ke. Ungabi offended. Abangathi ba abnormal. Abantu abanormal. Yazi Danyane benokuhlane out. Le ifika ibuke isihlahla kanje isibheke for 1 hour ingamove. Yizi izinja zami ke lezo. Nenye bebathi uma 7 bekhahlela amabonda ke benoground igijime. Juluki not they out be why so yiba abantu bengiliva nabo so mangithola abantu abafana laba mina okuhlala phansi because kunale nto extraordinary nginokhuluma ngomama uMinister uLindi weZulu ngithe wena ndoda impinje zakho zonke nje azikho mnandi ekhanda Lulu Sli Leroy Skeem Somizi ngabe ufake mina ngapha manje so umuntu onjalo so mawubheka lawo bantu uyambona ukuthi why le gang efuna abantu aba extraordinary so njengawe Fanda please allow me Jayam let me take you back la ukhula khona. So mawukhula emidlalweni yakho udlala idiketo or udlala umgusha udlala ikar or udlala ngeBuxton anginaki ukuthi ibuyile into esihumsha.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, kids playing Chicago. Obviously Chicago it's unisex I guess. Yeah. I was bad ngomgusha. I was bad skipping. Yeah. I was bad. I don't know whether was it the weight thing or was it this thing but I was bad with the girls' games. Ingeto. Bengidlala ezasebusuku, you know, ezasebusuku lezi.
Yeah.
Which was what is abafana, abafana lezi. So I would play I dominate mostly with the guys' games. Soccer was good. Yathela, we see out, yabona ngikapa. Because benginomzemba, so obviously in order for you to run after that ball, we see out. And abangani bami obviously they were skinny, I was fat, so privilege bogile. Rugby games during school holidays, I'd play those games. Go on about to see you scap them around and then you go look for amachuba and all of that. I'd play those games. Yeah.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up at Orlando West. Yeah, I was raised by my aunt and my uncle. Born and raised there by my aunt and my uncle. Okay. My late aunt and uncle.
Right. The influence yako, who actually influenced most of the decisions that you've made? Of course, when we grow up, there are people at our corner. We look up to them as mentors, others as teachers, others as preachers, depending. So who were you?
I could say with being strong-willed and being ambitious in life and wanting to be somebody. I could say I looked up to my uncle because he was somebody who was like very great in the community and people respected him and I liked that in him and I saw him having this with him. So I could say he was my uncle. Yeah. It was my uncle. So he wasn't gay, he was straight. So Mara. Yeah. And other people, you just grow up and you and that's who you are. And you ask, and then this one kid, I think we're in grade 7. Yeah, grade 7. And then she said to me, "You're a lesbian." And I was like, "What is that?" And then she's like, "A lesbian is a girl like you that acts like a boy, you know?" But I was like, so
subconsciously being
aware there's something called a lesbian. I guess that girl was a bit with the knowledge.
So do you think it was a spoken word?
It was a spoken word to me, but then I was maybe still kiddish. Maybe I was still a kid. I didn't take it into consideration.
But words are powerful to create, to destroy. So do you think we are planted the seed?
I'm sure. We never know. Never know.
And then maybe... I want to know the parents. I want to call the line of thought. But the parents, did they embrace when you came out and you came clean to say, look, mina I think Short left.
Sure. My aunt.
Yeah.
My aunt was very open-minded.
Okay.
So my uncle maybe would be like, no, this is not normal. All the time. Maybe
Yeah.
she must wear the skirts and stuff. And then my aunt was like, no, umtana uso. That means we just have to give her love. If you don't love it for the entire year, then
Yeah.
who do we expect her to love her and accept her for who she is?
Yeah.
So I guess them accepting me for who I was actually made things easy. Didn't even have to sit them down and say, I'm a lesbian, you know. As you grow up, they can see it's okay. Maybe they probably thought I with tomboy.
Yeah.
And then you grew up not with tomboy lobo. And then they don't know the dating part. They don't even know what you are sharing. I'm a strategy, you know. First who behaves like a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
But do you think this happens maybe even in the Bundus, in the far distance past year, say by KZN somewhere
I think
or
it does
Limpopo
happen.
somewhere?
It's always been there. For the fact that it exists, that means it's there.
Yeah.
It's just that
Or
maybe back in the days it
bahambul
was
nyana bakhona. Or bakwazi ukuhide.
okay, hide. It's the society that makes you hide yourself.
Yeah.
Because the society doesn't accept people like us.
Yeah.
We're still getting there. Kancane, kancane, kancane.
Yeah.
Hence, I was saying to you earlier on, even the prison itself doesn't recognize this family of ours. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be normal. You have to be a normal girl that you are you. They don't care whether you're a lesbian butch or when you're a lesbian femi or whatever type of a lesbian that you are.
Yeah.
You just have to follow the protocol in Pilo. It's the society, it's the system. It is how it is taught us kutis pile according to whoever wants us to kutis pile ngakona. That is why laba said the bundus. There's kings, there's solo yonke lento lena. I don't think if I feel comfortable ukuphuma because the society ayikafiki lapho ukuthi bona bangaba as comfortable as we are in Jozi.
Okay.
I mean 14-year-olds now can turn and say, Mom, I want to be a man or I want to be a woman, I want to be a transgender. Then the parents would pay up and say my child wants to be that. I know a boy that is like 14 to, I think he's 16 now. I met him this one time and he told me, I was like, you look like a girl. And then he says, no, I'm gay. I'm like, what kind of a gay are you? And then he said, I'm a transgender. So I was like, transgender
16.
how? I was shocked. I was like, 16. I was like, yeah. So I was like, no, I'm a boy that wants to be a girl.
But not gay.
So he's a transgender. That's why now I was struggling with the gay part because he definitely looked like a girl, but he didn't have any breasts and stuff. So.
Thank you for coming through, man. I know there are a lot of people abathanda ukujaja, but mawungabuyele emuva. A lot of people don't know nothing to save their lives. So when we bring people about we are willing and able to put our best foot forward. When I need to say, no, I'm putting my right hand and then 10 fingers on the Bible, I'll speak whatever, nothing but the truth, whatever I know. And I'm comfortable with my truth because it is my truth. It won't change the way abantu bacabanga ngakhona. When perception yabantu yabo, mina living my life. So thank you for opening up. And also labantu abathanda ukulokubhizi bakhuluma la bangalokhu babhizi basibandisa bayabahlu babuye sometimes nginokufika ngikhuluma nabo ukuthi hey lalelani ngizoyekela i-guest ikhulume la izihlalele la njengakwa agenda network kubralunga ikhulume i1 abanye bayakhala ukuthi chief uzosimoshela ishow chief. You have to chip in because the questions osibuza is irrelevant. Exactly. Sometimes ubuza lento kanti wena uhamba nento ebengicabanga nami ngisedladleni. Ngiyangithola. People are not fools. When they are seated there, kahle kahle umuntu lokubhizi uyayidigesta lento and said no man. This person uthe ngonyaka so mara sengana abantwana abangaka ala siyayishawa lamabhanti into aqalile. So that is why ngithi no mina I am here as your guy who is on the fact finding mission. So let's embrace one another. Just understand ukuthi when this guy is talking, I understand you want to hear whatever that Des wants to say, but it is also equally important for me to chip in just to say let me clear the air. Lana ngathi so silahlile sisters buya nganeno. Anyway, I hope silungisile. Those were house rules, housekeeping rules. Asiqhubeke nayo sisters. Now, mawukhula of course kunalento yokudata. And then ukudata kuna influence. Whether umuntu ugcina kumele ayospina makayi out just because naku sengishaya lethekeni or ngifuna ukuyongena la nami ngikwazi ukuthi ngistashe ngqoka amakhavela and we know into ezenzakala sikhulele kasi sonke. So mawuzoqala ukuzongena kule stage sokudata nani bese so decided your mind was made up ukuthi mina kahle kahle vele
I went to a girls' school.
Yeah.
Girls. So obviously still a buffet for me. I was comfortable. I was flipping comfortable, except the part of which I always had to run away from my teachers because when I turned to tunic, so I would wear pants, and then pants were not allowed.
Eish.
I went to a street, wasn't called that street, but uniform. It was winter uniform and summer uniform. Pants were winter uniform, and then obviously tunic is for summer.
Yeah.
And I hated the fact that with being boxer short, ne? And then my boxer shorts, I'm a boxer figure,
yeah.
You know, and then the tunic figure. somewhere. So la, you know.
Iyakhoba
So no, yeah.
i-box.
So yeah, boxer, yabo.
Eish.
Yeah. So
Hey, sir.
it's a bit.
Eish,
Yeah,
eish,
yes,
eish,
it's yeah. I bugeki kahle lento leyo.
Ne?
So I forced, and then I started wearing pants like wire, and
Yeah.
then. I don't know. Thank God, man. The teacher decided to leave me
Bakathi,
alone.
ba-understand.
Yeah, they understood, and then it was fine until matric. I guess maybe the part of also with your grades, I was fine. I wasn't a problem child at school. Attendance was fine. So I guess as an institute, they can just make me maybe
You got away with
slip them
mad.
by, you know, and say
Yeah.
overlook them and say no, because of maybe the way it was pitting a corner now, you can get away with murder sometimes. So young Caesar
Right.
it was chilled.
Okay. No, nice. I think singena kahle manje. Awusithatha usibeke ke manje. I know for some reason ukuthi before uye Danyane kube ne string of, you know, I would say ama cases labo we perpetrator khona, you know. In what gave birth to the life manje ukuze ucabanga ukuthi no thing vibe before singena ku nature crime oyikomithile la waqala khona ukuthi nawe ubone ukuthi hayi no ngithanda le masculinity and kahle kahle mina ngomuntu nesihumsha and ngifuna ukwenza into ezenziwa amahumsha ngize complete nesikolo sakhona ngenze straight ne crime once.
It was never like that, as to be honest.
Yeah.
I went to school, finished school, tertiary, finished tertiary, got an internship at a good company. I'm not gonna mention the companies, but I worked for a news agency. That's when I had a friend that introduced me to crystal meth.
Yeah.
That's when things changed. You know, when a friend comes to you, is what the other guy said. Good say, some people come into your life and you see them as friends, you know, and nigga would say, no man, let's try this thing out. You used to smoking weed, which weed is, I mean, it's primary, it doesn't get that hectic, yeah. And then nigga introduced me to this drug, and then this drug becomes this. Wow, you know, this is dope. Gives you artificial intelligence, and then it's fun. And then Nyenza every weekend is a fun thing now.
Yeah.
Me and my boy would do it every weekend. And then you get comfortable. Now you perform less at work, over absent, and then you oversleep because you didn't sleep maybe for days. And then one day I decided to quit the span and leave on sevens. And then leaving in span, I didn't know what I had a plan. Like I thought maybe when you leave a job, span can leave this job and get another job. You know, it was like that before. And then unfortunately this time it didn't happen like that. Years went past because now I had this friend called Crystal Meth that was there for me. You know, I felt I don't need that and that and that. I'm fine with this one. And pressure ukuthi maybe unomntwana kumele umfumondle nani it wasn't there. My uncle was no more, so I was left with my aunt. So maybe other things built for my comfortability. I got so comfortable in the drug ukuthi now I was avoiding grief. When my uncle passed on, it was a mess. I became something else. I became something that namengayazi ukuthi yini. So I became so close to this drug that I felt this drug being a friend to me, being there for me, being my comfort. Basically everything, you know. You don't have to eat. You need with energy. You smoke. You've got energy, and then you relax. Years went past, and and then this one time, my aunt decided to chase me out of my home. So my aunt Kosha, that was like my only home being Ilazi. So now you as Buza was okay, so because even if I was smoking, she has never even caught me even one day. Or maybe spinning in the haze man, I would maybe spin in clean or no, I was still doing it right. But then I don't know, I figured that she chased me away. And then I went to stay with my cousin's sister. Well, my cousin's sister is another sad story, sorry to say so, Maraya. And then after that, I had to stay in the streets because my sister and she had her own issues.
It was a mess.
It was a mess. It was a mess. I got so deep. Good in outie. The good guys that you chill with, yabo. Phela manje fanele kuphande. And mina ngibo uloli for a toli. You know what's a loli for a toli? Like a girl that sleeps with guys for drugs, you know? So I'd never be that. So I'm about to skip his call. Skip his call. Skip his call is when you go mug people. So bangifundisa ukuthi okay, most of the time, okay, maybe at first I would just look with benza kanjani, then I would get that adrenaline rush leyo ukuthi okay, imali uyiphanda fast so sizobhema. So that's how it happened. Mug people just to go smoke.
Indoda niyahama manje bese
Yeah, now sesiyahama manje soon ngiyobhema. Serious. That's what happened. And then unfortunately the day I got arrested, I wasn't with the guys that we're doing this thing. I was now with the other guys, but they smokers and we want to smoke. And I see this girl coming, and I was like, Pule, I think Nzumbamba Loyan. And then Pule looks at me and says, no, it's not you, you know? And then when I went to the girl, because we were coming, and then they went that side, and I came this side, straight to the girl. And I was like, hey, how are you? And then I spoke to her nicely, you know, comfortable with me. And obviously, when you see me, you don't think somebody's going to mark you, young ton. And then the girl spoke to me, and I was like, let me give you my numbers. I acted as if I were making the girl. And then the girl gave me the phone. And then when she gave me the phone, I was like, ha, 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 it's Robbery. And then I ran away with the phone. 10 minutes later, I was in heaven. I'm a poison.
Oh, Desray.
Honestly, how it happened is it was on a high, go on a freeway, you know? Freeway is on a high point. And then now, it's, you know, Mabati shut down. There's this shutdown. Crystal met must say, Puma must say, we are off in your system. Become slow, I will be a man, like you are walker. You don't even think of running because now I equal energy. So I don't have that energy. And now our pule they went, I don't know what Papumeganjani, and then Ngapuma Nam Ngendlela Yam. The guys forgot to tell me, good, you have to change your cap and remove whatever, you know. They used to do that. Cool. And then that day, it was, so I think there was a patrolling car in that place.
Yeah.
And then as it was patrolling, I guess the girl gave out my description with how I was dressed. Then the guys came to me. And then there's like, it's dressed like you, but in Tombazana, when you're a boy, you know. So now we have to wait and confirm with Lomontulo. I'm about to now. And then as I saw what this girl is coming, I was like, you know what? Here's the phone. It's me. Can you have your phone back? And then it was too late. Got into the van police station, Sun City, I was there.
Mamela, athi ngisemuva kancane. So, mawubamba umuntu nimbamba kazi aniphetanga
No
an
weapon.
object nyana.
No, they used to maybe when I keep go up, no. When I just did it like speaking for stand type of situation. Yeah.
Oh, so nje overpower.
Yeah, because the reason why she gave me the phone is because I was making it, and obviously she felt comfortable with me, and as she handed over her phone to me, and then I said, "I'm taking your phone." So she probably thought, "Chance ngami lona ngizombonisa," and I won't bonisa shame, but she saved me.
Yes.
She saved me. I was a mess, man. I was something that namangi pega today. I was like, why am I fanga la muntu loya? You know, because I was something else. Maspala. Sure.
Yes, and they go blind ngale ndlela.
Bogu blind in fact.
So,
Survivor.
Survival tactics, yeah.
It was a survival tactic because I am your plumber in those lowly lounges. Remember, I didn't have a home to go to now, you know, and I want to keep clean. I want to maintain that standards of being clean. So obviously, if you chill in those houses, you have to have food, you have to maintain good. But people mustn't see good, so it's street kid man.
Yeah. Go on abobani kula lowly houses.
Kumalole houses, onabantwana bakhona abazali abashiya izindlu nabantwana babo.
Yeah. Oh, rich kids.
Yeah, not even rich. Isn't that so? It's not even rich.
Oh,
probably the
privileged nyana.
Okay. Maybe bayabashonela bayishiya lo house nyana leyo.
Yeah.
Yabo mayisele ke nayo ntanga.
No, angithi manje yazi ngifuna senzeni siyagelezisa yi. So ne neighbor umuntu makalalele dideng uyayicabanga ukuthi imani yazini endlini yes3 bekuhlala ugogo la ugogo uswayile. And sekusela incosi zodwa.
It's bound to happen.
Seyiyalunga sekuhlangana leli house la. So manje abanye mele bazama ukuthi trade exchange kube imizimba if ufuna ukuyofida dideng if awukwazi ukubamba inkunzi.
Thank you.
Mele ubhayise.
Yeah. Loli for a tolly.
Yeah.
So it's still happening even today, you know. I see girls now they sell their bodies for like 25 rand bags now, you know. Yeah.
Futhi bangawuze kuphela.
Uthi ubheme nje.
Asikhulume ngayo dideng because ecaleni bekuyinto egrowth outing kwazi ukuthi you know gents, males, young boys yibo laba abankawuzayo izinto zoganga vele nasesihlathini thina bekunanto yamaqhashqhash thatha ihlathi mabayodlala exactly ngabo nodoli abanye and then thina would be deep in those funny business ngapha imbiba and so now kwenziwa yini no i-rate seyikhule kangaka cherry ezinkawuza ama-drugs.
I don't even know how to explain them. Why? Because girls can come from good homes.
Yeah.
You sit there, maybe it's environment, maybe it's lauhlezi corner. Because you get there, sonke siyabhema, sonke sine mentality A1. Sonke asilali. Crystal meth ayiglalisi. You don't sleep when you smoke meth. You cannot sleep unless maybe shut it down. Maybe you haven't slept for several days. then that's when you would shut
Please
down.
paint a picture of the feeling yalento.
The
Omunye
feeling-
umuntu uthi no ngifila ngathi vele ngiyinkosi ngathi
You do. You go find a plaque. It gives
Yeah.
you this intense plaque.
Yeah.
But too much of it is not good also because now you start doing a mistake. You're overthinking things. Now I'm seeing that imagine when you're plotting
paranoid.
against me. Paranoia.
Yeah.
Paranoia is when you don't sleep enough because you know when you start hallucinating. I would say for me now, when I used to do it, maybe I'm chilling at my friend's place as long as I'm for days.
Yeah.
Smoking for days. And then you start hallucinating because now you haven't been sleeping on the cartel. Then that's when you start seeing things. When you start, so
Yeah.
girls, I don't know why they smoke it. Seriously,
Yeah.
because now it kind of used to be a fun track. You know, people used to smoke cat because they want to be drunk happy. You know, logo sniff out, you know. It isolates you from people. Ngeke uzohlala nabantu abangabhemi imethi.
I know usphethe isigele salento yazi uyikhuluma lento le vele ngathi bo ihabule esikolweni le straight. So umehluko walezinto zithi
Umehluko there ikwenza ujabule nabanye abantwana. Le ikwenza ujabule nalabo abafana nawe.
Oh.
Icat ungahlala nabanye abantu abaphuza utshwala, you just disappear your toilet, look, you sniffer. Your friends won't even see what you're sniffing.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
clean up your nose, you know. Life goes on.
Let's talk about getting out.
Getting
How
out.
do we get out of this thing?
Drug. Inmate is a hell of a drug. I always tell people it's a hell of a drug. If I didn't go to prison, I'd still be smoking. That's why I say that girl saved me. When I got arrested, first time in years, I slept. Bongathi ngilele kithi. Kulela gaga leliya.
Yeah.
Ngilele ngathi ngilele kithi. Ngalala ngakhohlwa. I felt peace.
For the first time.
First time in years.
Yeah.
Remember me, I used to smoke it every day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah. So ayikunika ukuphumula lento kahle kahle.
Ekunikeza ukuphumula. Uphumula mawushada down when your body says I am tired.
Yeah.
You can smoke and take a hit, and then your body when it says it's tired, you're tired. You're gonna sleep. Look, we'll petty pot ngesandla.
Yo.
Yabo?
So uyifunda kanjani ningena kanjani kunomaster obatholayo bakuhabulise and then you copy notes.
You know, in my hood, funny enough, when we started, me and my friend, I could say we were one of the 5 people that were smoking it, but we didn't know the other 3, besides Anatina C. Chupe. And it would do normal things because we'd start fixing things in the wee hours of the day, like, or maybe in the late hours. We do things as abnormal. People want to sleep when you want to start fixing things. That's what I'm saying. That's when it gave us that artificial intelligence.
So
which I
those are
still have
signs.
today. I can fix a phone today. No one taught me how to fix a phone. But then, because we were high and then would start fixing things, that's when I learned how to fix things.
It stimulates a
It stimulates. Other people, it makes them dumb. Others, it increases the one.
Ihoko.
Uma ibhari ngeke uze ikwenze uhlakaniphe instead uzoloko argue ubufoolishness bakho ufuthi ushine abantu uzofuna ukuba physical because now you want to argue your point ukuthi I'm right and they wrong.
Manje ngoba ikhuluma ngama senses nangama feelings bayavukelwa abantu uma sebaphuzile.
Highly.
Oh uyabhonyela umuntu noma bhemile.
Yo dude.
Bayicabanga into ye-condom nani.
Bayicabanga. When I do it. It's like rabbits, man.
Is it?
That is why in the colored communities banabantwana abaningi abashena ngama yeah. Especially those parents that smoke meth.
Oh. Hey namhla uphendula imibuzo eminingi man. Khona abanye abathi hey yazi uma akivele isuka ladi deng. So mawuqeda ukushaya ucabanga isibuno.
Abanye abantu bayenza kanjalo. Mina maybe engathini maybe ngaleso sikhathi bengakabi too much into like you know like whenever you smoke you are nadala because my friend never taught me whenever you smoke we have to be in that mindset. Even though he was a guy we'd start fixing things. Mina bengimbona as a stimuli. For me it was a stimuli. Bokumfana.
So manje umfana maka sekankawuzile makacabanga le itala lesi. Bengayikhulumi le language.
Uzoyenza nomuntu wakhe.
Uba annoyed wena umuntu makeza kuwa fuck acaba akuzela ngaze ingqondo uyakwatha.
Nyalaga ngithi ngizobhekisa wena entshonalanga. I'm so lucky ukuthi ngihlala la ngihlala khona le our community is cool. Like I'd say I'm a hotman waseKaslam mina. They'll call me like uBhuti kaNoki. uNoki is my brother. So they're like hotman la kaNoki and like sure like because it's how loving it is. Ungazi kwamanye amakazi maqala uthi ngithi ayiphethu hayi serious. Phela senze so-ke ithi mina ngiqale ngishaye wena i-ezi yabo angithi siyashayana ufuna ukungishaya ngithi nami ithi ngiqale ngishaye wena ngibhekise wena entshonalanga. Then the guy gets pissed off and then we say, yabo.
Yeah.
Then we laugh it off. Then yandlula.
So in your life, nje lying iphupho, it'll never happen.
It will never happen. You kissing a guy, you.
Hey. Yeah,
I guess I'm comfortable and I've never found any reason to look the other way because like I've never even pictured it in my head with like or even having a baby or pushy so you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I would want to be a parent one day and I'm still trying to figure that one out with how am I going to be a parent.
No,
Adoption,
the reason why
I don't want to adopt because the kid is on telela, you know, like you've got so many things those buza zona. You cannot take so there will be a way, trust me. Whenever the ends ngizokufona one thing, I found a way.
Wait, there's all right. As ngene ke eDanyane, but asiqale off. Off mabanibheka abo magistrate because mawuhlela ngithi bakuvulela le document odocket. Bafike bathi chief Themba Nzimande, Themba Lukhele, whatever or Mr. Zbanban, that's how they address abantu. Abo magistrate maban viewer or mabakubhekile. Bakubheke mabakuhlakaza vie bahlakaza imedi or bahlakaza out.
Bahlakaza out because my magistrate thought I was a guy who always referred me to Mr.
Oh.
I promise you. Until this one time when they were doing the final judgment, when I was like getting now sentenced, that I think the translator was like, no, sir, it's not a, your honor, it's not a she, it's not a he, it's a she. And she's a master, so I was like, because I wasn't using my real name and my real surname. So they was like, Mr. Muloyi.
Oh.
You know, I'm out back when you're
going with the flow.
So they referred me to Mr. and then it was fine. Like I was like, you know what? So you wouldn't even say, no, I'm not a say, I'm not a ma'am, I'm not a say, I'm a maybe, I'm not a Mr. I'm a she, I'm so on. So you wouldn't even get to that part because now court is confusing. You're having this hope which you're going home. You're very hopeful which you're going home. Every time you go to court, you're hoping which you're going back home.
Let's talk about humiliation, embarrassment. My police cells because remember uboshwe the men in blue and now these people they only realize demon what have we gotten ourselves into. We thought because Maudi Robbery immediately in the run up very out a character that male figure so when a male figure dog
so remember when I was still like so street kid type of situation. And police station, I was hungry, I was hungry, So these people bang letter and then they're like, no, and then and then they start talking. Obviously, I was about so then they spoke very bad with like and then obviously, and also that also hit me when I was in court when the magistrate saw when they denied me bail and said I robbed in an impoverished community, you know. So I guess that also impacted the fact that teacher a lesson because even when my parents, Mogola, as parents would want a Mogola for you, but that guy was like, I'm not even gonna talk to the girl's family. I want that one to go learn a lesson. Every time when I go to the court cells, they'll ill-treat me, until to a certain time, maybe or something. But at first, they were very like, now the fact that they even got the thingy, the device at the loan. They was like supposed to say, I'm not saying they were supposed to say that leniency in the young child. First time offend of something like that, they didn't care. So they're the one So the universe, we don't know how it was working now also on its own, young child. Maybe it was the way of Nkolo like reaching out to me and saying, you know what, you need to calm down. You need to calm the fuck down, So everything had happened as if and even though against all odds, when you say proof of residence and they say they don't know you because you remember use the wrong name. So coming in 70s, I'll check but I don't want
who's that?
Who's that? So I had to stay like 2 months before my next remand. 2 months until
next
I told
appearance.
my family. You know what? I'm arrested. I had to tell my parents I'm arrested in send awareness. So it's like we've been like looking for you. You've been wondering go to where are you? Because your friends did tell us go to wash you, but they didn't tell us in full detail go to wash your lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So maso ungena uya eDanyane uqale wahlala etrial. Is it?
Yeah.
How was the trial like? Echerin nje. Njengoba kuhlangahlangene kanje nongibuzela kanje uyazi ukuthi kunabo time of the month, that time of the month and bamudi abanye abantu, abanye bayankawuza, abanye sebawunya upenani. So injani trial? Esikhumsha ngiyayibona. Yeah, exactly. Abanye bashawa ama down. Kunjani?
I could say, you know, I don't want to lie to you. You find people abanobuntu. You know, you'd find it's not as bad as in my outing as people would describe in my outing. Lapa I'm on figure, like I'm on escatine, you know, they'll hustle a pet for you. Even if you are, and even tolerate now, you know. But you would get things like that.
Yeah.
And then you'd find people who don't have time for other people, and you respect their space and their time, you know. You mind your own blue card, as they will tell you when you get there, you mind your own blue card.
Yeah.
So women obviously women are very like weird species, you know, but they've got love, and when you get there and they see what you don't have, they give you without expecting anything in return from women.
Yes.
My expectations are because we're human beings at the end of the day. Humanity is like no one is gonna abuse you there in female side.
Let's talk about lento sexual harassment, sexual violation, sexual this and that, because as outing angithi uyazi umuntu bafika bademan bhekale bashintsha ipondo bakushaya ngenkawuza. So kubo mama besinenye episode la bakhuluma ngabantu bafaka nama roll on ngaphansi and iyenzeka to what extent or how
I think bad before we got to the prison, you know.
Yeah.
Because now people there's porn sites, right? I guess you see good and how women do another woman, you know. So now it's get some roll on a circle, some cucumber, because you can't find those things in prison. Why would one hate want to roll on if you've got fingers, you know?
Yeah.
So that is why sometimes you would find aba maybe ne husband ngaphandle ne, and then uzohlangana no Des or thinga to Des is lesbian, she knows the issue. Uzohlangana nomngani nomunye ofana nawe, you know, and lo ofana nawe ukhalela maybe impilo yakho and then now they see that as an opportunity. Okay, I'll be out here and I change, and now they start dressing like a boy, abo malume.
Yeah.
That's what I would call them, abo malume, because now when angaphandle auntie ka ban bakwazi straight to intombazane straight. Masofika la so funa ukuzenza out here ka ban yabo. So malume wena. So they call them abo malume. Umalume
so wena
uzoshaya nomfazi wakho eseleni. Makaya ku visit. I'm sorry kusho so guys, but it's what happens. Makaya ku visit ubala mina. Sometimes angaza hambe nami. Athi mina ngiyaklinela ngiwashela washing blah 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 blah. And then unoza nama parcel like you supporting now your wife and the counterpart. Because this one is making your woman ngaphakathi. So also has to be well taken care of. That is how it goes in prison. Yabafazi. As it's chatting your force, we speak and you say, oh, you've got, you know, they say I need affection. And you provide your affection and you help out. Shame, my poor sister, let me help you out. Roll on, no.
So what violent now?
Mina, when I got there, this other girl, she was like, you mine. And then, because they came in the morning, because I need to get and then in the morning, that's when they hand you over the uniform. And then there's those ones who've been there who trial for long. Now they go look for the malumes or the lesbians or whoever that they think they can turn into a malume or they can turn into their potential girlfriend. So yeah, now when I got there, hardly like a day, I had a girlfriend who was now hustling weed for me inside, you know, hustling cigarettes. Because remember, fuck all. Wow, Kate, are you my girlfriend? I was like, oh, that's not how it happens. And I remember, so every time I start to park on your lala, so then she would go around by your pan.
I was in there.
And then now you've got cigarettes, you know, until now you learn your ropes. So when you go, okay, this is how it's done. Then you learn the system. I said, okay, that's so so you can in female side because now I can do your washing and then you give me cigarettes, you know, if you smoke. or certain ways. There's certain ways of exchanging our services to each other just to make each other ngqa.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, not ungaba master. Awubhala ngencwadi, awuconsider ukubhala incwadi or something.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Asikhulume ngehof sivale la because ngifuna ngi-interested ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi magistrate ugaya how many years because
Okay,
sibizani lento bayibize i-pavement robbery bayibize
You know,
i-petty crime
that is the funny thing, because
Yeah.
I know the way when you want to corner, when they analyze my crime, or maybe the way other people would say that crime, that was just a common robbery, you know, because there was no weapon involved.
Yeah.
But then, as like Maglogo is cut, I realized it was robbery with aggravating circumstances because the girl was younger than me. So I guess that was the aggravating part of my charge. So when I got sentenced, they gave me 15 years, 10 years suspended, then I served 5 years.
Yo.
Yeah.
So kwi-15 ama-counts wakho athini? Robbery.
Robbery. It was only robbery.
Kidnapping.
No,
I
didn't even traumatize. Maybe the girl was traumatized because obviously it's a trauma. It doesn't matter in what way, but then it's your thing and somebody takes it from you. It traumatizes you. It makes you feel not as much as lose something in the house. You feel like So I guess that's the thing in young. But then, yeah.
So family support. So ubani oza obviously ngidudwini bachayela edladleni. So who actually was supporting you?
My cousin, sister, and a daughter.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that would come like visit me every month or every second week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because other people in the family remember. Because these are just walls, you know. They will tell you to go there, take isinyama, and then you ask yourself, why complaining isinyama? But then abantu had their reasons, you know. And your so-called friends, my so-called friends, none of them came to see me. You know, the other one, the one that introduced me into this whole thing, because I considered him as a friend, you know.
Yeah. And
when my cousin sister would say, no, we're going to see you there, do you want to come with? And it's like, no, I'm not going to go see a criminal. I don't associate myself with criminals. So that's what happens. Or when they say in the end, then you realize, good, you're on your own. Yeah, you're on your own.
Did you somewhat feel, you know, now I'm lost, I'm out, or abantu bakuvalela ngaphandle, because abantu bafila indlela
ezihlukene. I would say, first and foremost, what I was like grateful for, I had a roof over my head, you know, and I didn't worry isn't as ning. I was like, you know what, and mind you, I was still smoking by then. When I got arrested, you go to court, you can still get your drugs. So drugs like pizza. So I was still smoking until there was this girl I was dating. I started dating her, and then this one time I came with the drugs from outside, and then we were smoking in her cell. A trial. Yeah. So she came to me and she was like, you know what? I don't like the way you smoke. Like, I don't like the way you behave. Like, this thing is not for you. It just, I don't understand why am I, you know? And then from there, I left it till today. That was June. Yeah. This young, and she was way younger than me. She was like a juvenile, no. So from that day, I quit smoking. Till today, I've been sober since. And like 2018 June.
Yeah.
So I've been clean since.
Yeah. So life is spirituality, mhlambe ibanga an influence nomthelela naye somehow, or when nje it was just by mere accident.
It was just mere accident, mere accident. Yeah.
Okay.
I listened to, I guess she was too hot in a corner, you know. Yeah. And I realized part of me was like, maybe manga look or something. Yeah, she was super hot, like a Chinese, like she looked Chinese, but she's colored. Yo.
So labantu nibaloka kanjani ukuthi bangacabangi nje ukuthi nangu Adam. Yazi ngakhumbula bekuno Jason no Senzo ku generations, and then eBhayibhelini bathi bekungana Adam no Steve, bekuno Adam no Eve. Hey mine and show Adam no Adam. Kuba confuse kanjani labantu ukuze umuntu wakhe angafuni mix.
I don't know. It happens maybe with you as a person, young tall.
How bones.
Too much.
I do moving a fingerprint.
I think you fellow is a finger licking good dog.
Yo. Hey, mara ine mawuhlelo uyi1 lo thando lamampela vele akusifling akusinto edlulayo unhallucinating into yamanga ngempela mpela makancanywa umuntu
uyaqnanywa, you know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's rare to find people like finding another lesbian to date, you know. And then for me now, I guess when I was growing up, I actually enjoyed dating the straight girls because I felt good like I'm competing with the guys, you know. If we can date guys, you can date me, yabo.
Yeah.
But then it was so cooler. You realize like ukubaluleka ukuthi dating people from the same community because it makes things easy.
Yeah.
Because uzobuthi check umuntu nini out akikhona. Now you have to, and that also creates that whole thing yokuthi ama-out bathi ama-lesbian asile or umuntu athi angeke ngize ngithembe imedium ne-lesbian yabo because of loo nto leyo. Because you must stick to your kind. Seriously, just stick to your kind.
So when usu-desperate, who are you desperate?
No.
Anyway, la uyakhona uneshow. Mawufika umuntu
uyamthina straight. When you say you like me and you say wanna dala, let's go dala, you know, with dala. Phuma kuwe ukuthi you wanna be
like kuyadaleka mandala.
Yeah, kuyadaleka. Sparks.
Ngizazo understand maybe ngo-2025 ilokhu yangijump i-one miss call. But
I guess a woman can make another woman better than the man because you know where to touch, you know. You can communicate with the woman's body better than a man.
Hayi bakhona abazalwane babukile silandela abafundisi abathakathi libaloyi badingi wona bashebile.
Askis makayiqiniso intombazane yazi umzimba wenye intombazana better than intombazane.
Hey,
I could be wrong. For me, I know where to touch, and I know whoever woman when you touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you in. You know.
Asiringe something. Angaze ngibuze anyone the question. Masikhuluma ngama wardens.
Yeah.
Or abo prison warder or abo baba.
Sure.
Inside. Usually we've seen a video. Ege alika begu orange no brown. Maraguini begu opposite sex.
Exactly.
Positive and negative. So on the female side, because you are trapped on this hamang, you are there for the longest of time until into a reach yourself by date or best before. So my expiry sentence can open, but for now, does it happen ukuthi a female in a female center dates a female warden?
Well, when I was there, the time I was there, I won't speak for Abayabantu. When I was there, no. But before, apparently there was something like that happened. With an inmate and Ilona, a member, got into a relationship with another one. And about lesbian, we hardly see them because when I went to visit my friend this one time, I saw there was another one who looked like a bit of a but before, when I was there, they were all women, they were all fine, they were all normal wardens, young tall, who really don't like lesbians actually. They just mock you and they want you to sit there and tell them how you do it and all of that. And then they entertain you.
But do you do it?
The entertainers in Tanzania, they would call it a snanga, a woman with another woman.
Bakhuluma kakhulu ngesinangananga yini
Snanga yiso lesi sokuthi both women dating. Darling, it's nang. But it's nang se water and a member. I mean, when I was there, I won't lie. It's corner, it's a seko, but I've never experienced or I've never seen it. Even though Nama was once accused of dating my member, you know, because, you know, and you know, those people, we take them as our parents sometimes. Maybe sometimes you make tea for them. It's not like we went the slave side. It's just that, you know, sometimes
you kill time.
There's favors that you do for each other, which are not illegal in terms of, let's say, for when there was COVID. Isn't the amazing again in prison? They were the only people who were allowed to come in with things. So obviously, as because they call us abantwana babo, you know. So they would exchange such favors. Maybe I'm roll on our again. At time roll on. Ubuntu nakhona, you know, umunye umuntu angayibona ngathi there was like wrong, you know, because she's not supposed to do that. But then
angakulethela
isibhamu angakulethela insango maka bakhona ba different right lokulethela roll on than lokulethela insango yangithola.
Akuna profit
benefit exactly. So bakhona lawa abatholayo abanjalo ozosho ukuthi nginakekela umntana othize hayi ukuthi ngoba uyamfuna ufuna ukujola naye, but because umthandile la mntana loya, maybe la mntana loya doesn't even have visit, so amthathe and put it under her wing and then buy maybe toiletries for this girl, buy into the coffee just for a good have a sharp, but that doesn't mean good they dating or anything like that.
Let's talk about rehabilitation for you. The term rehabilitation, ikhona lento ye-rehab na lento bathi no omunye umuntu ufikile wahlala bamnikeza ama-anger management life skill nani or ucabanga ukuthi people are just killing time ayikho lento ekuthiwa rehabilitation?
People, I mean, I think some people come out of that place being bigger criminals, better criminals, learn better. Because
Yeah.
mastermind who tell you, ngabe uyenze so, uyenza so.
Yeah.
Young ton, you learn. And then kona lawa bathi ngenza mistake.
Yeah.
I made a mistake, I'm gonna learn. I rehabilitate in certain ways. There's different ways of rehabilitating. I mean, I was rehabilitating my drugs. I'm not a criminal. I'm trying to get bengifuna ukufida lezi. Lo devil on. So, when you rehabilitate, it was the drugs. And the drugs that I was rehabilitating, it wasn't even something bebangophele yona. When bangophele Robbery, and they want to add about anger in anger. I didn't have anger in anything. I needed survival. I was hungry, young child. I wasn't angry at that poor girl who took a phone. I saw it as an opportunity, young child. So
that's deep, man.
So mawufika laphayana kukuwe muntu ukuthi ufuna ukuzilungisa kanjani uyazisola nangalento yenzile or awusoli kukuwe. But those people, they're not gonna help you. You're the one who help yourself up because now you're in shit.
That was the follow-up question. Ukuthi the brown
and
the system, the Act of Triple 1, 1998, all the legal jargon. Does that help? Or that thing is
it even saddens you when bazokufaka lapha for 15 years and then when you come out they say you've got a criminal record, no one is gonna hire you. And then they expect you how to survive. Things are mathematics, a diploma or a degree or a qualifications. Or why don't they just open jobs and people go work? I mean, you've been
rehabilitation
punished,
is witchcraft.
You've been punished already, and then you get punished again. Obviously, you're gonna re-offend again unless you're motivated.
So, in other words, learn the self-development.
Individual. You're the one who rehabilitates yourself in that place.
So back Tata. So Leanda is safe haven. Shooting a makam if I safe house. Then Tata ban Then these will decide and
who will decide. When I was okay, now my guidelines. These are the guidelines. You follow through them because now, because those things are forced. You have to do them. I'm a programs that you have to do them. But I wasn't even using my name in that place, and I have all those certificates that are just so much in the dustbin. They're not under my name. Well, how am I gonna use them?
Yes.
So I rehabilitated myself through their help. They gave me a roof over my head. And
but Sun City as an institution, at the scale of 10, in terms of rehabilitation, do you think Landau from 0 to 10, we rate Danjan in terms of at least Lempato Yakon? I know food is crap in, it's crap everything.
Everything is
wheels
crap.
are coming off.
Rater. Sun City, you know why I would rate it 10 out of 10? Because it's the most place to push your things.
Or when we rate that 10 out of 10.
For it is wrong. So that in a certain member will get you those things. You get me? Because that's how it is. Kusedladleni laphaya. Kusekhaya. Sun City kusekhaya. Siyahamba kamnandi square laphaya. That is why mabahambile baye kumobhethali na go pick up, they always go back to Sun City because they know what lapha izinto ziyapusheka. You have your own member. I never had any member because mina igwala yabo.
But if you were to change anything esikhathi sakho sokuboshwa, yini into engabe wayichange wena mawucabanga manje?
Everything I change ane. Ngokuboshwa kwami. Maybe if bengwatshela igama lami lamampela bebazoya kithi and there was going to be address bebazoyi confirm and then after confirming it I was going to get bail and then try to buy myself out of that place. Try to maybe bribe the the guy who's the sconge
investigating officer.
I could have probably asked my parents to bribe him.
How many years actually?
3 years 4 months.
No hlalile.
No, 9 months in trial and 2.5 sentence.
All right. So imikhuba ke yenzakele la in terms of abantu bayahluphana, abanye bayakwazana, abanye benza nani. The worst things that happened during your stay.
During my stay, you'd find maybe somebody stole someone something, then the whole cell would beat that person up. One of the things being as born is necessary, right? And then what else? The fact they would give you a t-shirt one a week.
Maybe you manage, yeah.
Tishe one.
Oh, ungikhumbuza enye into. Ungisiboshwa nosibotshwa vele bamkhaya. Phela baspenda for 4 clip per day.
There's no such. Mina lokho kudla bengodla lapha bongasi 400 a day. I doubt.
Serious?
I think that place was better. I think prisons were better when Busasa was still in there because I think Busasa used to cook better food for the people.
Proper.
And even this time of the year, you knew you had something to look forward to December time, Christmas Day, you know? Even though last year, I mean, the year before I left, they tried, you know, but then those poor people, abantwana babantu abasebenza ema-kitchen, how are they rehabilitating them, paying them leyo mali laba babhadala yona, you know? And then you find people that are teaching, they're also being paid peanuts. I guess obviously mara there has to be some compensation to build those people, you know, because now they're giving people skill for those people who are teaching in prison, those people who are teaching other offenders. And now I think they're going for matric, which is a good initiative in DCS, because those people who get in that place bangana education and they leave from that place bangana education. There is something good in DCS, but it just has to balance it. I mean, ezinye there's right, mara aboyenga in and enga out. I love why.
Let's talk about the now, where you are as our parting shot. Ukuphi ngempilo and uchunani. Ngiyakubona ukuthi positive and uyaphila.
I mean, I know. I'm a loafer. I sit in my house and people come and say, "Can you fix my phone?" And I charge and I charge and I charge. And you want me to unblock your phone and I block your phone. You want me to maybe clean up your PC, hamba slow, I do that. Basically, that's my daily
IT specialist, man.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence that I got from the math.
Is that?
It's working
We
now.
shall sober no.
Now I do it. So ngikhathele ngiyalala ngithi ngikhathele icruise ncane kakhulu. Ecala bengizobhizi ngibhekane icruise the whole night. Now it's like I am tired. Come get your phone tomorrow. So that's my survival basically.
Kahle wena a bit of both ne. We double agenda la phakathi. I-out yile dominator kuwe ngaphakathi. Asikhulume nge-church. I-alignment, we believe into spirituality or we atheist or...
No, I do believe it. I mean, I'm a Methodist, you know, I was baptized.
Maybe let me say, do you go to church? Let me rephrase my question.
I would go to church. I would.
Do you go to church?
Oh, do I go to church?
Why
I stopped going to church 2002 when I was doing grade 9. When
Is it?
I started to politics too much.
But
besides me, I don't care about judgment. Like, I'm me. I do me. When I go to how do you feel that's your business. I mean, I'm like straight and I walk with my head held up high. Because I'm me. I'm not cheating myself. I'm doing with this.
To the young girls, would you encourage mhlambe umntwana omncane okhona la ukuthi no into yobulezi showcase or akusi showcase, or would you say, hey guys, wo ningezi ma ungakangeni ungajoin ungezi ngapha? Just the honest
honestly speaking, ikhona lento le of being special from your family when you look at your peers or your siblings and you see that I am totally different from them, total opposite yabo. But then you, as a young person, I think it's better to speak to your parents about it before we sang upon, you know. And for the parents need to understand abantwana babo. If you can see mntana kakhula ukuthi ngathi kunobu skew, you know, watch over lento leyo, pay attention to lento leyo so that you can know mntana kasasemncane nawazi asasemncane ukuthi mntana kho ufola under kuliphi side. Because abanye abantu sikhulisa abantu sifoste ukuthi bafuna ukuba out because you feel ukuthi makayi gay yanye kabe nabantwana or makayi gay the society is going to look at them kanjani njani and then uzomshadisa umntana abantu mntana akho ashade nenye out bese baletha umntana emhlabeni bese indoda umntana akho bese decide ukuba after 9 ashiya umntana abantu ahamba yolala namanye amadoda.
LGBTQI plus community. We are pushing my activations or corner activities.
You know, funny enough, they used to say I'm homophobic because before I never used to have lesbian friends. I only just recently now started because I guess my uncle once said to me, "Good, you know what? It's better when you're with boys because they can protect you from those hooligans out there." Now, I guess you're drawing too much attention to yourself. So. I guess I lived up because I knew my boys, even if in a patient, I'm like, I do nothing for me. My boys will walk me home.
Do you think lesbian be good advantage for you more figure a prison? Or
It
would
was.
you less?
It was. It was because I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like the loneliness other people feel maybe when they're missing their husbands. Yeah,
and inyama beyiningi kahle kahle.
beyiningi like because I mentioned uzikhethela, you basically ukhetha ukuthi
is it?
bahlukahlukene khona ingam la khona ama-China khona
and bane-interest ubuningi
yabo
babo
bane-interest
choice.
yeah bane-interest as long as now you do your things right.
So bayenza njengasema-outhini bafaka ama-femindom condoms kanjalo.
Yeah, there is condoms. I never understood good why.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do that. Those guys do the testing, the HIV testing. Yeah, Oram. Okay. Is it Oram?
Yeah, Oram. Yeah.
Oram used to hand over condoms and stuff like that. But then condoms they would use them for something. I forgot what they used to use them for. Our coco they would use them for their knees, I guess. Yeah. So they would use them for balloons. Christmas time like this, they use those condoms as balloons.
Yeah. So as joinanga any structure, FFA, labo making a difference generation, nurse prison. So boile ze pakete wena eat and label phumuhlala pakete.
I went to Nyanga school. I decided to go grade 9. I think I was level 4 grade 9. I was like, you know what they said, you know when more wash and then they give you advice, go to push your time, do your programs. Best behave yourself, and then you would behave yourself, and then there's like if there's whatever that you participate to keep you on the good books, do that. And then when I got to B section, which was my sentence was very allowed to go to B section. When I got to B section, I was like, I'm not gonna survive here. How am I gonna escape with the section then? Because it was too rowdy and in that section, and then. This one girl said, no, let's go so Palisa for iskolo. Because me now you go to from outside, I'm done. Like there's nothing that I would wanna like study for. So she's like, no, you can push time, just go to school. What kind of school? And then I was like, okay. Then we went there. When we got there, we wrote the test, and then luckily my test when the results came, I had to go to level 4. Level 4, you get the privilege of not staying with that section that I didn't want. I moved to the C section, so I went to school. Killed my time with school. Even though sometimes I would argue with the teachers because sometimes, teachers teaching me nonsense type of situation, I would be like, it was just not good beefing with them, just enjoying school, and just sometimes you have too much knowledge for that person in front of you and giving
what is the case in prison?
Exactly.
Let's advise the kids at home. That's how we're signing off and we're out. Any
kids,
advice?
Any advice? Young people, what I would always say to kids, peer pressure. It's there. When your friend says, let's go try this thing out, actually think about it first. If I try it, will I like it? If I like it, what's going to happen next? So best thing is not to try. Just leave it for when the time is right. Yeah.
It's a new year. Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. You don't know what 2024 is.
Otherwise, we are both now. Thank you so much, colleagues. We love you with the love of the Lord. Keep well and stay blessed. See you on the next episode. Sister, thank you for your time. And angazi uthenga ukubiza ngoMr Miss nolubo doctor sibiza doctor
once
but thank you so much for opening up. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
I'm really blessed. I'm truly blessed. Yazi ngihlala nabantu nje abanye abantu abafuna ukukhuluma but wena ke no bekungekho nzima ngingahlala nomthimbana baloku bayangidema ngamanje awubuyisa uPastor Themba lapha. Pastor Themba uthi yena 9 years angahlaba yikho lile so wena usho straight ukuthi bobashaya ngobhonsi kunyiwe.
You're looking good, man.
No, we are out.